Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Buccaneers Daily. My name is Jackson. I post daily Bucks content, so be sure to hit that like button, hit that sub button if you guys enjoy it. Now, I saw a mock draft earlier today, and they actually had a hypothetical trade in which Tampa Bay acquires the number 3 pick from the Arizona Cardinals in return for the 19th pick, a 2023 second rounder sitting at number 51, 2024 first rounder, and a 2024 fourth rounder. Now, this is a huge gamble. Alright, this is a huge gamble because later on in the mock draft, they have Will Levis going number 3 to Tampa Bay. CJ Stroud was number 1, I think. Can't really remember what the trade was. It doesn't matter. This isn't a Bears or Colts video. But anyways, they had the Bears trading back. CJ Stroud going 1 at Indy. Bryce Young going number 2 to Houston, and then Will Levis going number 3 to Tampa. And I'm very skeptical about this. I would personally rather go with Kyle Trask next year than trade up for this year's first round pick and next year's first round pick. However, you know what? If the Buccaneers are this sold on Will Levis, if they want to take that risk, I would get behind it. Just personally, I don't think he has that it factor for me. You know, this year he was kind of plagued by injuries all fall. He didn't play great football. 19 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. Last year at Kentucky, 24 touchdowns, 13 interceptions. He can run it a little bit. He can extend plays. He can extend drives. And, you know, he wants it. He certainly wants it. But me personally, I don't know, man. I'm just a little bit skeptical. You know, I've been really beating the drum to Kyle Trask in my last several videos. But currently, he's the only quarterback under contract right now. So I've seen some people saying, you know what, let's go out there and let's get, Derek Carr. I've seen some people say, let's go get Jimmy G. The quarterback position is something that needs to be solved relatively quickly, and being $50 million or so below the cap space, Tampa's in a really difficult position. You know, they're in a really tough spot. It really, unfortunately, looks like some possible rebuilding years could be at play here. And, next year's draft class at the quarterback position I really like it. I think it's absolutely loaded, especially at the top. To me, if Tampa Bay, if you run it with Trask this upcoming year, maybe you get a bridge starter, but I think the Bucs are going to lose so many pieces on the offensive and defensive line that it makes sense to, just kind of see what they have after the draft, after free agency for this upcoming season. And if it doesn't go as planned, well, okay, that's fine. Now you have a top 5 pick at worst, and you're going to be able to get a superstar quarterback, regardless, like 100% a superstar quarterback. Or you could take the gamble on Will Levis, or you could go in with Trask or a bridge starter, and because you're in the NFC South, maybe you get into the playoffs. But to me, I think most people would agree with this statement. We're looking at this in the playoffs for most teams that got far, and you have, what's a Super Bowl? It's Patrick Mahomes, a superstar quarterback, and Jalen Hurts, a superstar quarterback. So, yeah, I'm sure Jimmy G can win you some football games. I know he can get you into the playoffs, but, me personally, I'm going to be all set on that because I'm thinking more long-term, and I think Tampa Bay needs to start. The Tom Brady news really caught me personally by surprise. I don't know about you guys, but I was very surprised by that. So I think you got to figure out your long-term quarterback, and if it's going to be Will Levis, it's going to be Will Levis. If it's going to be Kyle Trask, it's going to be Kyle Trask. Maybe Anthony Richardson. Who knows? We have all offseason to speculate on what the Tampa Bay Buccaneers should do, whether that's free agency or in the draft. So stay tuned. As always, hit that like button, hit that sub button if you guys enjoy it. I'm not necessarily, just final thought real quick, I'm not necessarily opposed to trading up and taking Will Levis at number 3. I know if you go with Arizona, next year's first round draft pick, because like I said, the quarterback situation is loaded. So if you have your quarterback and you're going to make a trade like that and give up your assets for next year, I feel confident that Tampa Bay thinks it's their guy at the very worst. So that does give me a little bit of relief. So hopefully this team knows what they're doing. As always, hit the like button, hit that sub button, drop some comments down below, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.